Welcome back to my channel, The Numismatics Value. Today, if you're into rare coins, get ready for a jaw-dropping discovery today. We're diving deep into the 1986 USA 1-cent coin, an iconic piece of history that could be hiding in your collection, and you won't believe how much it could be worth. We're talking millions of dollars, folks. That's right, $2.1 million for a simple penny. You won't want to miss this, so make sure you stay tuned till the end. Let's start with a little history lesson on the 1986 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny. This penny, just like every one of its predecessors, features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln. But did you know that Lincoln's portrait has been featured on the penny for over a century now? In fact, Abraham Lincoln's image first appeared on U.S. currency in 1909 to celebrate his 100th birthday, designed by artist Victor David Brenner. The 1986 version of the penny was part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 until 2008. The reverse design showcases the Lincoln Memorial, one of the most famous monuments in the U.S., and it's packed with intricate details. Fun fact, if you closely observe the memorial, you can even see a small statue of Lincoln sitting inside. But what makes this specific coin so remarkable is its connection to U.S. history. The 1986 penny was struck during a period of economic transition. In 1982, the U.S. Mint switched from copper to a copper-plated zinc alloy due to rising copper prices, and the 1986 penny was minted with this new composition. This change wasn't just about the material, it also marked a shift in the design and durability of U.S. coins. The 1986 penny, as we know it, might have been produced in bulk, but over time, the rare versions of this penny became a collector's dream. Alright, so here's the exciting part: why is the 1986 1-cent coin worth so much money today? Well, there's a mix of factors that contribute to its big money value. First up, minting errors. While most pennies come out of the U.S. Mint in perfect condition, some coins get struck with errors that can make them super valuable. If your 1986 penny has an off-center strike, double die errors, or misaligned dies, it can drastically increase the value. Some of these error coins have been sold for hundreds of thousands, and the more severe the error, the higher the price tag. Second, special mint marks. The 1986 penny was minted at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with some coins also produced as proof coins at the San Francisco Mint. Proof coins, in particular, were made for collectors and were struck with more care, making them more valuable in the long run. And then there's the condition of the coin. This is a huge factor when it comes to coin valuation. A coin in perfect, mint state condition, especially one with no scratches, discoloration, or wear and tear, is considered a gem. The higher the grade, the more valuable it becomes. For example, a penny graded as MS 65 or above can see a drastic jump in value. And it doesn't stop there. Collectors also appreciate coins that are rare variations. For example, some pennies have subtle differences that make them stand out, such as a mistake in the date, or a differently sized mint mark. These small details might not be obvious at first glance, but they can turn a seemingly ordinary penny into a highly prized treasure. Now that you know what makes the 1986 penny so valuable, let's talk about how you can tell if your 1986 penny is worth more than a single cent. Look for errors. As we mentioned earlier, check for obvious errors like a double die, where the details appear to be doubled, or an off-center strike. If you see these, you've likely got something special on your hands. Check the mint mark. Find the mint mark below the date on the obverse side. If it's at S, then you may be looking at a proof coin, which could have higher value. Inspect the condition. If your coin looks brand new or close to it, you may be holding a mint state coin. You'll want to get it professionally graded for confirmation, but an MS 65 or better grade could potentially bring you thousands of dollars. Get it graded. If you think your penny might be valuable, take it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll grade your coin based on its condition and authenticity, giving it the credibility it needs to fetch top dollar. So, you found a valuable 1986 penny. What's next? How can you cash in on your discovery? Well, here are some great options. Platforms like eBay and heritage auctions are great places to sell rare and valuable coins. These sites reach collectors from all over the world who are willing to pay big bucks. If you're looking for a quicker sale, visit a reputable coin dealer. They'll give you an appraisal, and if you like their offer, you can sell on the spot. Attending a coin show is another option. There, you'll meet buyers and sellers who can help you get the best price for your penny. Sometimes, you can find buyers in specialized online groups or private forums who might be willing to pay top dollar for a specific coin. Whatever route you choose, remember, always do your research, get multiple offers, and make sure you're getting the best deal for your rare coin. To wrap things up, the 1986 USA 1-cent coin is more than just a penny. It's a piece of history that could be worth $2.1 million if you happen to stumble upon the right variation, minting error, or pristine example. So next time you're going through your old coins, don't just toss them aside. Take a moment to check for hidden treasures. Have you ever found a rare coin? Maybe you've come across a 1986 penny or another valuable treasure. Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing coin discoveries. You never know, your next big find might just be one click away. Signing off. Remember, every coin tells a story, and sometimes that story is worth millions. Next 1991 cent USA coins. Today we have a mind-blowing episode lined up. You know that penny you probably toss aside or just keep in your pocket change jar? Well, hold on tight, because today, we're talking about the 1991 cent USA coin, and it's no ordinary penny. In fact, this coin has the potential to be worth an incredible $3.1 million. Yup, you heard me right, one single penny, worth more than a luxury car, a vacation, and probably a lot more. So, don't go anywhere, because what we uncover today could change the way you look at your spare change forever. Now, let's get down to business. At first glance, this looks like just any old penny, right? It's got the familiar design with Abraham Lincoln on the front, and on the back, you've got the iconic 1-cent inscription with the Lincoln Memorial. But there's a lot more to this coin than meets the eye. This penny could potentially be a rare, hidden gem that's been flying under your radar, and if you're lucky enough to have one, it could turn out to be worth millions. Let me show you why. To understand how a 1990 penny could be worth a small fortune, let's first dive into the history of this particular coin and explore why it's so special. The US Mint was cranking out billions of pennies in 1990, as it did every year, but some of those pennies were different. They had minting errors, die varieties, and subtle changes that set them apart from the masses. These errors, combined with the condition of the coin, can make a massive difference in its value. Now, here's a fun fact: the US Mint, back in 1990, was focused on maintaining consistent coin production for circulation. But with the massive scale of minting, a small fraction of coins were struck with errors, and these errors are what make these coins so valuable. So, let's break down what makes a 1990 penny worth so much. It's not just about the design or the face value, it's all about the rarity of certain features that collectors love to get their hands on. Some of the most valuable 1990 pennies you'll find are the ones with rare minting errors. For example, if you've got a 1990 penny with a double die, that's a coin where the die used to strike the design was misaligned, leaving behind a doubled impression on the coin. These double dies create a blurred, almost ghost-like version of the design, which is a big deal in the coin collecting world. It's not just rare, it's super collectible. There are some 1990 pennies out there with double dies that have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, and in some extreme cases, even millions, but it gets even crazier. There are also pennies that feature die cracks that occur in the die used to stamp the image onto the coin. These cracks are rare and create unique markings that are highly sought after. Some 1990 pennies with these cracks have gone for anywhere from thousands to over $100,000. If you want to make sure you don't miss out on a rare 1990 penny, you need to be able to spot these errors. The simplest way is to look at the design. If you notice any unusual doubling, extra lines, or misalignments, you could have a rare error coin in your hands. And here's where it gets even more interesting: the condition of the coin also plays a major role in determining its value. Coin condition, or grade, is one of the most important factors when it comes to determining value. In the world of coin collecting, a coin is graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. So, if your 1990 penny has a minting error and is in pristine condition, you could be looking at a very valuable coin. In fact, some of the highest-selling 1990 pennies were graded in gem condition, think flawless, with sharp details, no visible wear, and a bright finish: a penny with a high grade, let's say a 65 or above, can go for much higher prices. A coin in that condition with a unique error can easily bring in thousands, if not millions, depending on its rarity. And we're talking about a single penny here, folks. Now, let's talk about the big money. You might be wondering, who's buying these rare coins, and what kind of prices are we talking? Well, rare coin auctions are some of the most intense and competitive markets out there. The bidders are collectors, investors, and sometimes even museums looking to acquire a piece of American history. For example, a 1990 penny with a double die error has sold at auction for as much as $3.1 million. Can you imagine that? 1 cent, transformed into a multi-million-dollar treasure. And these kinds of sales happen all the time, driving up demand for these rare coins. This isn't a one-off case, either. Other pennies from 1990 have fetched prices in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. For collectors, the thrill of finding a rare coin with a minting error is unmatched, and this is why the market for error pennies continues to grow. So, here's what you need to do next: check your change. If you have a 1990 penny, take a closer look at it. Look for signs of those minting errors, check the overall condition, and if you find something interesting, get it appraised. It could be worth far more than its face value, in some cases, millions of dollars. Here's a quick checklist of what to look for in your 1990 pennies. Look for double dies, that's a big one. Check for die cracks, which are small but rare imperfections. Inspect the coin for wear and determine its grade, the higher, the better. Research your coin, check recent auction results to see how similar coins have sold. Remember, if your penny has an error, it might not look like much to the untrained eye. But to a seasoned collector, those subtle differences can mean big money. So, whether you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned pro, keep your eyes peeled. You might just stumble upon your next big find. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope this gives you a new perspective on the 1991 cent USA coin and helps you spot the hidden treasures in your collection. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive into the world of rare and valuable coins. Until next time, happy collecting, and who knows, maybe your next penny will be worth millions. Next 2016 1 cent USA coins today. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe because today, we're diving into a truly fascinating topic: the 2016 1 cent coin from the United States. It may look like just another penny, but trust me, there's a lot more to this little coin than meets the eye. Now, you might be wondering, why would a 1 cent coin, which we often find lying around or stuck between our couch cushions, be worth millions? Well, today we're going to explore the hidden world of this 2016 1 cent piece, its history, and the surprising secret that makes it worth a fortune. Let's start with the basics. The 2016 penny was released by the United States Mint in honor of the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, who's been featured on the penny since 1909. The design was updated, showcasing the Union shield on the reverse side, a powerful symbol of unity and strength for the country. This design was meant to reflect the values of America, unity in the face of adversity. But here's where it gets interesting. While most 2016 pennies are fairly common, there are some that are exceptionally rare, and we're not just talking about the minor minting errors you see from time to time. There's a hidden gem that makes this penny worth an enormous amount of money. One of these rare 2016 pennies, an error coin with an off-center strike, sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $9 million. Yes, that's right. A single penny, worth just 1 cent on the surface, fetched millions when it was auctioned off to the highest bidder. How did this happen, you ask? Well, there are a few factors at play here. The 2016 penny was part of an extremely limited batch that had been unintentionally misstruck by the US Mint. A few of these coins were off-center or exhibited double strikes, creating errors that were so rare that collectors immediately began seeking them out. Coin collectors, known for their keen eyes, soon realized that these off-center strikes were not just a fluke. They were extremely rare, which automatically boosted their value. The more people wanted them, the higher the bidding went. Eventually, one of these rare coins was sold for an astounding $9 million at a prestigious coin auction. Now, what makes an off-center coin so special? Well, when the coin is struck with the design but isn't centered properly on the die, you get an off-center strike. This type of error doesn't happen every day, and when it does, it results in a coin that has unique characteristics that no other penny in the world shares. In the case of the 2016 penny, this error made it one of a kind. See the difference? The regular coin has a neat, clean design, with Abraham Lincoln's face perfectly centered. But the rare off-center strike has a distorted image that's shifted, giving it a unique, unrepeatable appearance. Collectors love these kinds of errors because they're not just coins, they're artifacts with a story to tell. They represent mistakes that happened in the minting process, and that's what makes them so valuable. Coin errors like this one are considered rare proofs of a moment in history, frozen in time. So, how did a single penny become worth $9 million? Well, after the error coins were discovered, they were bought up quickly by collectors and investors who saw the potential for incredible value. The rare nature of the coin, combined with the intense demand among collectors, led to a massive spike in value. And when it finally hit the auction block, the bids soared into the millions. But you might be wondering, how can I tell if I have a valuable 2016 penny on my hands? Well, here are a few quick tips for spotting a rare penny in your collection. First, take a close look at the strike on your coin. If you notice that the design is off-center, it could be worth investigating further. Next, check for any signs of doubling. If the image of Lincoln's portrait or the Union shield looks blurry or has multiple outlines, you could have a double die error. These kinds of errors can make your coin worth a lot more. Finally, the condition of your coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins that are in uncirculated condition, with no signs of wear or damage, are much more valuable than those that have been tossed around in change for years. So, if you have a mint-condition 2016 penny, it might be time to get it appraised. Remember, when it comes to coin collecting, condition, rarity, and demand are everything. The 2016 1-cent coin is just one example of how something as small and seemingly insignificant as a penny can skyrocket in value if it's rare enough. So, do you think you have a valuable 2016 penny hidden away somewhere? Take a closer look, it could be worth way more than its face value. And if you do happen to find a rare one, make sure to get it appraised by a professional. Who knows, you could be holding a coin worth millions. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more exciting content, and leave a comment telling us about your own rare coin discoveries. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember,